Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brad. What? That's funny. That's always funny. Every time I say this is Brad.
Sorry, I can't
laugh,
get it out
laugh.
of my head.
What can't get it?
What we were talking about before.
Oh, comedian.
Yeah.
Who was actually clean.
Yeah.
And still funny.
Yeah.
His name's Brian Regan.
Yeah.
But that's not what this video is about.
No.
Hey everybody, this is Brad.
And I'm Krista.
Which is always funny when you say that. We're talking about wasting time.
Just what we've been doing all morning.
For like 10 minutes.
I know. Not all morning, for 10 minutes, yeah.
Today, okay, forget all the plans. Forget what we talked about. Forget it. Boom. See that one go? We're talking about wasting time, and frankly, the world's changing fast, people. And if you think you need to learn how to garden, you're right. If you think you need to learn how to do skills like, preserve some food, you're right. If you think that it might be a good idea to learn some wild edibles and medicinals, you're right. And so we're trying to button some projects up. It's spring, and we're going to talk about not wasting time.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, people, so here's the meat and potatoes of the video. I don't know about you, but the past year has kind of thrown our family for a loop in a lot of ways, and we have not gotten done as much stuff as I would really like to have gotten done. And the truth of it is that we probably could have been more effective with the use of our time. Not so glued to the what ifs of the world when it comes to COVID and society and what the government's gonna do or what the government's not gonna do. All of that stuff, I'm saying that we probably could have been a little bit better, more proactive with time. And so that is the encouragement today. And that is the reinvigorated hope that we're gonna have to not sit around on our hands, not wait around, not do nothing except exactly what God's told us to do and keep after it. And you know what? Let the world do what the world's gonna do, and we'll do our best to stay safe, love our neighbors, love our family, and keep on keeping on. And so that's exactly what we're gonna do. And so for you, the question is, well, not a question, it's a hope. I hope you're gonna do the same. So here's what we're working on right now. All right, speaking of wasting time, here's a perfect example of, well, I don't know, he's not wasting time. He's a puppy. This Brutus, he's getting huge. Can you believe he's only 6 months old in a couple days? But that is a complete, well, he's big, he's stretchy, he's working on getting older. But not wasting time is Mom and the homeschool kids.
She won't let me help her. She doesn't want to be on camera.
Well, it's too late. Smile, beautiful girl. I see you. Still beautiful. Anyway, you guys are absolutely super excited because vacation has happened, right?
No.
Not yet.
No.
Summer vacation?
Doesn't
No, we're
happen.
not getting it.
What? No vacation, says Ruth.
It's all their fault.
Oh, it's all her fault.
It's her fault.
My fault.
Well, what's going on with the
I'm
lack
so
of...
sorry for, wanting you to know more and not to lose anything.
Well, okay. Now, I'm kind of leading the conversation here a little bit. But yeah, we have in the past done the summer vacation thing, but it never works out.
Nope.
Oop, there's Grace. She's hiding.
She's hiding.
She's sneaking.
Grace is not sitting here because she has her own space in her room.
She
right
likes
in
it that
you
way.
you should show everybody her space because she has got honestly she's got the best spot in the house.
It's nice and
Because
sunny.
it's right in front of the window and she's got a great spot. So
Anyway,
Jelly.
so in the past we have done summer break, but it ends up costing you guys.
Yep, it ends up costing more time on relearning all of the math facts that they forgot over the summer. All of the language and the grammar stuff that they just
History.
forgot, and the history. Yeah, no kidding. It's just,
Science.
yeah. So those things are really important to remember.
So instead of a long summer vacation, we do shorter breaks.
Yep. We actually have company coming, which you'll find out more about later, in the beginning of June. So they'll be here for a couple of weeks. So we're going to take some time off then.
But shorter breaks.
Shorter breaks.
More often breaks,
Yep.
but not big, long chunks of time.
Right.
And so I'm sure Caleb is clearly excited about that.
Well, technically, if she didn't love us, we would get summer vacation.
True! Because we are more interested in your well-being
Right.
than a long vacation.
Then me time. 'Cause
Oh.
that's not what being a parent is about.
Boom! That's all I have to say about that. Moving on. So here is Grace's school area, right? This is where you do all your schooling?
No.
Are you sure? Not the Lego zone?
No. It's over here.
Look at this. Boy, oh boy. You got that desk for a gift, didn't you? You remember that?
Yeah, I did.
That was great. And you guys, well, you have a beautiful view of the garden. Right now it's a very cloudy day.
Yeah.
But boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see what we're working on here. Boom. Spelling. And that's pretty nice too. So do you prefer it like this, Grace? Are you able to focus better?
Yeah.
Well, I like your little zone here. And Nana, she came to visit you. She loves your zone too, right? Yes, of course I do love her zone, Daddy. The
Anyway.
stove is possessed.
Yeah.
It's clicking. You were saying, Mama?
Anyway, so another reason, no, not another reason. Another way of us not wasting time is we're working on another cookbook. As you can see, I've got one recipe here I took out of my book, our book. We're making a new cookbook about having meals during, preparedness meals, having good things to eat when there's not a lot there to eat. So check it out. It's coming soon. It's not there yet, but
Check it out when it's there.
when it's there
to see.
Wait for it. Look for it
When
there.
keep looking for when the stove's clicking like
It's
crazy.
just going nuts.
All right, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Back to the video. You know, Wisconsin is hilarious because you can go from snow on the ground to this in just a month and a half, 2 months maybe, and it's gorgeous out. It's supposed to be 70 degrees today. Anyway, I digress. Spring. That means we've been waiting on our pasture, our little pasture, to grow up a little bit before we let the cows go on out on it, but we've waited long enough. And those cows are anxious. And I don't like an anxious cow, because an anxious cow gets all antsy, and an antsy cow gets, and that's not good for anybody. So we're gonna let the cows out. One quick thing before we actually get going here and letting these cows out is we try to be smarter than not smart as we have been in the past. So we're gonna test the fence first to make sure that there's shockage all the way around. So I'm gonna test the front part, then we'll test the back part, and if we have, 1,000, 2,000 volts at the end of it, we should be fine, but let's test it. Okay, it's almost time. Hold on, Dottie. They're not being patient. Okay, go ahead and open it up. We're gonna tell Ruth, oh, you gotta put that steak in, dude. We're gonna put that. There you go. Hold on, Dottie. Hold on, I know you're excited. Boy, oh boy, they didn't take long. They are chowing down. They pushed right past. And this is happy cows. Look at this. Look at all that they got. They don't know where to start. Buffet's open, Mama.
Yeah. Been saving it, waiting for it to grow up some before we let them out here, and we haven't had a ton of rain this year so far, so hopefully
They don't seem to mind.
no, I know, but the rain will help the grass to grow. And
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to even keep up. We're gonna have a mess here. You watch.
well, we'll just leave it open and
Yep.
they'll do what they need to.
All right, sounds good. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Clover is doing extremely well. We brought her out to the outside pen. Yeah, look at there. That we had built last year. And she's got plenty of shade. She can stay out of the rain. And when it's super cold, she comes inside anyway. It's super cold. It's not even super cold anymore. Like 40 degrees cold. But yeah, we've got her in this pen. She can be close to Mama. She's doing great. Speaking of mama, there she goes. I gotta let her out of the pen because, well, it's electrified. Okay, here's something cool we're gonna be working on in the near future. And that's these 275 gallon and 300 gallon totes. We got a really good deal on them, and normally we would be making a rain catchment system out of them for rainwater collection for our animals and all the yada yadas and yippee skippies. But we will do that in the future. However, these are going to be destined for another cool purpose, and that's repurposing them into raised bed gardens. Keep watching. This is going to be cool stuff. So one of the dangers of where we live now, us, all of us, you, me, and Harry McGee. I don't even remember what that, there was a song. Forget it.
I don't know that one.
Squirrel. And he's off.
Hasn't stopped you yet.
Analysis paralysis. This is a term I learned from the titans of business in my former life. The titans. I used to call them the masters of the universe. These people that teach you that, you know, the 1%, here's how you be like us.
You can become 1%.
And most of the time, it's not a good change.
It's helping them become the 1%.
Yahtzee.
Ooh, did I just say that out loud?
But one of the good things I did learn from them is analysis paralysis, meaning I don't care whether it's you need to make a decision about what dinner you're going to have. I don't know. Should we have fish?
Sure.
That was not analysis paralysis. No. But what normally happens between me and Christa...
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's usually what happens.
Hey, honey, what do you want for for dinner?
I don't know.
How about burgers?
Yeah, that's
well, how about meatloaf?
And we usually make a meal plan. It's whether or not we want to have that particular thing. It's not just me, it's you too. Anyway.
The kids are laughing because they know it's true. And Hope's holding the camera and trying not to laugh. Analysis paralysis. We've all been sitting around wondering what the heck is going to happen with the world, society. To mask or not to mask? That is the question. Or you name it. You name it. But we've all been sitting around wasting time wondering what's going to happen, for the most part.
Right.
Well, I'm guilty to a degree too. We all are, I figure, of, well, what's going to happen?
What do we do?
What do we do?
What do we do?
Well, how about we stop waiting around and get proactive?
Just do something.
If you're wondering if you should start a garden.
You should. You should. Because that doesn't, you know, that's not going to... Never mind.
No, well, even if you end up not having a green thumb, but yours is more like black and moldy and rotting.
You've at least done something.
And it's not a waste of time. You've learned.
And you've learned how not to do a thing.
There you go. There's the inventor's creed.
Right, right. You've just learned another way on how not to do a thing if it doesn't work. Okay, well, it doesn't work this way. Let's try a different way.
And I learned something.
Yeah, exactly. You learned something.
And so if you're wondering, should I put a little food on the shelves?
Yes, you should.
Should I learn a few skills?
Yes, you should. I mean, learning to crochet is not... And okay, it's really funny. A lot of people can crochet and knit. I cannot knit to save my life. I can only crochet because there's one less needle. But I know it's total random thought. But learning to crochet is not hard. It's really not. So.
But it's a useful skill.
It is a useful skill, and there's tons of videos out there you can learn from. So.
And here's the complete anti-YouTuber thing that we're gonna say right before we end the video. Because, well, frankly, hopefully if you're listening to this, you watch the video. If not, what the heck are you doing?
You're so beautiful.
Less YouTube, more do.
Yeah.
And that includes our channel.
Yeah. Go outside.
Learn a skill.
Learn something, yeah.
YouTube is very valuable for learning skills. But
Watch
don't
a
just
couple
sit
and
there
then
for
go.
hours and hours and hours.
YouTube can be a very big consumer of time.
A black hole.
Same with Facebook.
They have uses, but largely it consumes more than you get. So with that, you do the math in your own life, but I'm encouraging you. We've been sitting around too long.
Yeah.
Let's get busy.
Amen to that.
All right, kids, hugs and kisses. I'm Brad.
I'm Krista.
You guys have an amazing. Hope's like, her eyebrows were. Did he just? I didn't. Well, whatever. I'm Brad.
I'm Krista.
You guys have an amazing and blessed day.